Hi guys, this is Caleb with the Great Commission Academy. We are out here today at the Toys for Tots in Donaldson Park. There's a big event going on, giving away free gifts for a lot of kids, and I use this as one of my main launching pads. I'm giving the gospel today to show people that salvation was by faith alone, and it's a gift, just as the Bible says in Ephesians 2:8-9, but also it says in Romans 6:23, many other places. Salvation is a gift, not of works. Now, we just finished for today. We went soul winning. We saw 4 salvations today, really good. What I noticed, though, is that one of the biggest hindrances towards receiving the gift of salvation today was a lot of beliefs that had to do with believing baptism saves you. So I had to make sure that I explained to them that baptism did not save you, and that when the Bible uses the word baptism, there's actually 3 to 4 different definitions of that word. For instance, definition number 1 is what we are all accustomed to, which is being immersed in water. But there's also a second and a third definition. Definition number 2 is being initiated into something. And then definition number 3 is when you go through a great trial or ordeal. You go through a very bad baptism. That's a phrase or a definition that is useful. And I would show them a good example of this to show that there's multiple definitions is when Jesus looked at his disciples in Mark, the book of Mark, and he said, "Can you be baptized with the baptism that I'm baptized with?" And they said, "Yes, we can." And he said, "Sure, you are going to be baptized with the baptism I'm baptized with." And then I asked him, when was Jesus even baptized? He was baptized way before this even happened. So when he says that, he's not talking about literal immersion in water. He's basically saying this: will you be initiated into a great trial like what I'm about to go through, crucifixion? And they said, "Yes, we can." And he says, "Yeah, you will be initiated into a trial like I'm going to go through. But for you to sit on my right hand or left hand, that's not mine to give." Which shows that the word baptism doesn't always mean to go down into water and come out. Mark 16:16 is one verse that many people struggle with, and I did for a very long time, where it says, "He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved." It's not meaning that if you believe and you're baptized in water, you're saved. That's definition 1. Definition 2 means to be initiated or to accept something. So if you believe and you accept Jesus Christ, you believe on him, you're baptized. That's what it means. And you're saved. 1 Peter 3:21 shows this definition being canceled out of salvation when it says, baptism does not save us. Which definition? It says not the putting away the filth of the flesh. That's baptism number 1. Not when you go in water and come out, but the answer of a good conscience toward God by the resurrection of Christ. Meaning when you're initiated, believing, and you accept what Christ did for you. That's the baptism that saves you. And when I showed that to a fella, he instantly knew he was wrong, and he received salvation by faith alone, understanding that baptism did not save him in the water sense, but in the spiritual sense. See you guys on the next one.
The harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few.